Hello Manchester fans, welcome to Manchester United Daily Updates. Before continuing this video, click the like button and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest news from Manchester United. Ruben Amorim's Manchester United transfer stocktake, and the 10 players he can build around. Ruben Amorim will get the first chance to assess his Manchester United squad this week. Ruben Amorim will oversee training for the first time this morning as a new era dawns at Manchester United. Amorim arrived in the country last week and spent time getting his feet under the table at Carrington. The work will ramp up this week as players return from international duty and time off to begin preparation for the trip to Ipswich Town on Sunday. The appointment of the 39-year-old has raised morale among supporters that progress will soon come at Old Trafford despite United languishing in the bottom half of the Premier League table. Amorim will clearly want to put his own stamp on the side but will also require time given he is inheriting a squad largely formed by Erik ten Hag and won't be able to enforce swathes of change until the summer given the January transfer window is a notoriously difficult time to conduct business. With that in mind, we cast an eye over the squad situation and where the players stand as Amorim gets to work. Those players whose squad status is not in question and are likely to form the base for Amorim and United moving forward. Andre Onana is undisputed first choice in goal and is showing the form, character and credentials of a top Premier League keeper. Should Amorim implement a back three, then Lisandro Martinez looks tailor-made for the left-sided centre-half position. The Argentine has been a consistent performer and was one of Erik ten Hag's better signings. Matthijs de Ligt may still be in his infancy at United and is somewhat hampered with the ten Hag signing Dutch player's moniker, but he's showed his capabilities since coming into the side, was a big money addition only in the summer and may be suited to the shape Amorim deploys. There is a lot of hype surrounding Leny Yoro, who United beat Real Madrid to sign in the summer. Injury has meant he's yet to feature, but the talented youngster is highly thought of and his age and ability should suit both Amorim and Ineos. Noussair Mazraoui has been perhaps the surprise signing of the summer and the former Bayern Munich man has done enough to justify his spot in United's current. Joshua Zirkzee offered Man United escape route after failing to impress Ruben Amorim. Joshua Zirkzee has seen his playing time dwindle in the last few games under interim boss Ruud van Nistelrooy and he could be leaving Manchester United already, months after he joined, with Juventus interested. Manchester United forward Joshua Zirkzee has reportedly been offered an escape route out of Old Trafford by Juventus, just months after joining the club, with new boss Ruben Amorim said to be unconvinced by the Belgian star. The 23-year-old joined United from Bologna for around £37 million this summer, but he has only scored once from 16 appearances and there have been doubts over whether he is a right fit for the club. He has seen his playing time dwindle in the last few games under interim boss Ruud van Nistelrooy, who only used him as a sub, with his previous start in the Premier League coming in the 3-0 loss to Tottenham in September. Despite only just putting pen to paper on a 5-year deal, Zirkzee could be on his way already, with Calciomercato reporting that Juventus are considering a move for the player in January. A switch to Turin would reunite him with Thiago Motta, who was his manager at Bologna last season, the man who got the best out of him as he scored 12 times in 37 appearances. The report says Motta is seeking a backup striking option to Dusan Vlahovic, with the future of Arkadiusz Milik uncertain and Nico Gonzalez susceptible to injuries. The same outlet previously claimed new boss Amorim was not fully convinced about Zirkzee, after initial reports that Erik ten Hag did not want to sign him. Amorim is understood to be planning his own list of forward targets to bring in, having been linked with his former Sporting star VIKTOR GYOKERES, who has taken the football world by storm after 23 goals in 18 games this season already. The report adds that United would only be willing to send Zirkzee out on loan after Chiefs splashed out a big sum for him, and still see him as a future success. Juventus would be happy to take Zirkzee on loan, it says, but may ask for an obligation to ensure the club can sign him next summer, with talks over a new deal for Vlahovic still not coming to fruition. Zirkzee started his career with Bayern Munich before playing for Parma and Anderlecht on loan and eventually joined Bologna on a permanent deal in 2022. He scored 14 goals in all competitions for the Serie A side across 2 seasons before joining United. Juventus are reportedly considering a shock move to sign Joshua Zirkzee from Manchester United. Zirkzee, 23, has failed to impress at Old Trafford since his £36.5 million move from Bologna this summer. The Dutch forward has managed just 1 goal in his 17 appearances for the Red Devils this season. And his time in Manchester could be coming to an abrupt end already, with Calciomercato reporting that Juventus are considering making a January move for the Netherlands international. It's claimed that Juve is searching for a new backup striker to Dusan Vlahovic after concerns over the future of Arkadiusz Milik and the injury record of Nico Gonzalez. Juventus manager Thiago Motta is a huge fan of Zirkzee, having managed him at Bologna last season. Zirkzee excelled under Motta, scoring 11 Serie A goals and registering 5 assists as the club secured Champions League qualification. While his disappointing start to life at Man United has also made Xerxes open to a change of scenery, according to Republica. That could be something easy to agree on after it was claimed that new United boss Ruben Amorim is unconvinced by the towering striker. Amorim, who will take charge of his first game after the international break, would likely have to settle for a loan exit for Xerxes, however. That's because Ineos execs are understood to be keen to back the striker after forking out a significant chunk of cash on his arrival. Juventus is said to be open to a loan move too, but could try push for a loan with an obligation to buy this summer if they are unable to tie Vlahovic down to a new deal. Xerxes' form at Man United continues to cause concern amongst fans of the club, with the star now unable to find the back of the net in any of his last 16 appearances in all competitions. And despite scoring on his debut, life in Manchester got off to a bad start for Xerxes. Sunsport exclusively revealed that the former Bayern Munich bagsman arrived at the club 1 stone overweight. His condition left then-manager Erik ten Hag unhappy, as he was not his choice of striker in the first place. Ruben Amorim identifies first transfer target as unwanted star lines-up move. Manchester United head coach Ruben Amorim will take charge of his match at the end, but the former Sporting Lisbon boss is already planning ahead to the new year and beyond. Ruben Amorim is now just days away from officially kicking off a brand new era at Manchester United. The former Sporting Lisbon boss spent last week finding his feet at his new club, but the Portuguese coach will finally take charge of his first game when the Red Devils travel to Premier League new boys Ipswich Town next Sunday. There are plenty of moving parts ahead of said match, and all eyes will be on Amorim's first team selection. And he'll certainly be keeping a keen eye on potential injury concerns involving United's international stars over the coming days. Ahead of a big weekend for United and Amorim, Mirror Football rounds up all the latest news from in and around Old Trafford. Amorim set for Liverpool battle. Manchester United and Liverpool are both said to have made inquiries for Bournemouth defender MILOS KERKEZ. The Hungary international, 22, has been one of the Cherries' most impressive performers this term. And the left-back's talent has not gone unnoticed elsewhere in the top flight. KERKEZ, who grabbed both assists in Bournemouth's recent 2-1 win over Manchester City, looks likely to be a target for both sides in the January transfer window or next summer. Joshua Zirkzee could be offered a career lifeline by Juventus in January after failing to convince at Old Trafford. The Netherlands international has managed just 1 goal since joining United from Bologna in the summer transfer window, and his future is in doubt amid the arrival of new head coach Ruben Amorim. However, Zirkzee could be offered the chance to kickstart his career back in Italy come the January transfer window, with Calcio Mercato claiming that Juve are interested in bringing the striker to Turin. Sky Sports pundit Micah Richards is concerned that both Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee will struggle with Ruben Amorim's tactics. The two strikers have struggled for goals this term, although Højlund did miss the start of the campaign with an injury. Both will be keen to impress United's new boss, who started his role last week. But Richards doesn't think either of them suit Amorim's game, and he reckons the former Sporting Lisbon boss should be looking to raid his old club for VIKTOR GYOKERES. We have to see and assess the situation if he can be an option for us. But playing at Man United is not so easy. Playing in the Premier League for Manchester United is not so easy. You need experience, also development. You get development from playing for better clubs and in better leagues. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.